Hello and welcome back to the random shelf and the random shelf. No, the random fandom on the shelf with your host, me, Ravenwood. Now I did not get a haircut. I just took a shower and put the hat on. Well, anyways, um, here we are. Yay! We made it! Woohoo! It's November! It's no longer October! It's no longer all this other stuff. Here we are with Shockwave. Now, you're probably wondering why the different view, why the different angle? Because I got a new phone stand. Well, I didn't get it. It's new, but like it's not like I had a previous one. Because I didn't. I just placed this against the computer over there. And then just propped it, angle it up, and just whatnot. But yeah, these things are stacked with this stand here, right here. This is the object stand, what I call the object stand. But you can't see it. But underneath the platform, wish I could. Yeah, underneath the platform, is a bunch of books. And so the reason why that is because the phone stand, this thing, does not have an angle down, and it can angle down, but like it doesn't want to go further than that. And then once I do, it just pops. The phone pops right out of the place. And just it's still janky. And one of the problems that I have to angle at this angle, and I wish I could show you, but like, anyways, and so because of that, it's a little bouncy or whatever whenever I hit it like that, boop, right? But now you could see the stuff behind me a little bit. I'm kind of glad that this is how the things are arranged. Anyways, without further ado, Shockwave and the other Shockwave, Galactic Man. Now I don't know where Galactic Man came from. Here's the back of the box, by the way. Yay! Back of the box. Something on the back that I didn't notice until now. No. There's Ultra Magnus. Yay! Ultra Magnus might. I'm trying to get more Decepticons before I get more Autobots, but I end up getting more Autobots anyway. So, anyways, here's more of the box. Here's the side of the box. Oh yes, the side of the box. I love it. That's why I put them inside the box again and took out the plastic screen so I could do this. This is cool. Right? Yeah, this is cool. And there's another angle. And it looks like he's stepping out of the box because, cool. I'm stepping out of the box. Here I come, Decepticons. I will destroy the Autobots. And of course, here's Galactic Man. And let me put him up closer for you. Or in his transformed, his spaceship mode. And that's it in the video. I could show you the spaceship mode, all that, blah, blah, blah. Yay, bye. No, just kidding. This is just, now you're probably wondering, why did I put these back up front here instead of back here when it's supposed to like have it back here, not in front of here? So I just thought like, hey, why not? Because that's what you can do with the figure. You can put the little things, these little things, anywhere on the figure. Yeah. And what's also even cool about the spaceship, it can stand on its legs. What? That's so cool. Or technically, it's not the legs, but it can do a little thing like with your stop motion. we hear like stop motion thing when it just goes. Wow. 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 Right? Pew pew pew. Anyways, let's put him aside. This is Galactic Man. He's basically nice and gray. I wasn't gonna get him, but I was like, you know what? He has the parts that can come right off. And so he was surprisingly cheaper than the Shockwave. I was like, this is a Generation Selects Shockwave. Why? Now, not certain, but I think the Generation Selects Shockwave is either a comic book accurate figure or he's from something else, and I don't know. I'm not familiar with Galactic Man. Oh yeah, and by the way, there's the lettering. You can barely see it. Let me put it into more focus. It says Galactic Man. Let me put it right side up so you can see it much better. Yeah, Galactic Man. Actually, that was upside down. The other way was right side up. Well, whatever. I'll show you again. That's the one problem with the lettering. With putting anything that's lettered. Is that you can't move it around so that it would be facing upright, I guess, when it's in vehicle mode. But anyways, that's Shockwave. Not gonna transform him. There's a reason why I won't do that, and that's because I'll transform him in this video. I am not doing a separate video for Galactic Man. Okay, it's because there was no change in the mold whatsoever. There are changes with the details, however, when it comes to like the little chest piece right there. Take a look. It's a bit circuit boardy, a little bit. It's got a weird, nice little, circuit board kind of thing going on there. And a piece just fell off, but however, that's needed anyways. See, the pieces can fall off, and the pieces can come out. It can apart. But let's get to Purple Shockwave. And yes, I will do the parts swapping. Now, before I continue, I almost forgot. Gun mode. When you take the parts off, he's the gun. I think it's more accurate if you take off this part as well, but not certain. I think this is what he looks like as in the show, the cartoon. But this right here is already hard to take off. I will tell you about this piece right here. It's hard to put on and take off at the same time. Well, technically it's much easier to take off than put on, because I'll get to do that in a minute. Now, for the sword. Does not come with the figure. I only added here in this video because they look cool. But okay. There he is. Vesper and Stormcloud again. I know I said that I won't show those guys off again, but I wanted him to hold something when he came out of the box. Crawls out of the box, whatever. But here's the closer. Okay. Anyways, 10 minutes in. Wow, we barely talked about Shockwave. Great figure, great character. Okay, let's go. Bye. See ya. Anyway, no. Okay. Galactic Man's review was kind of short, but that's part of the video as well. Now, taking the parts off. Easy. It's part of his armor, which is kind of cool. I like that. here's what the armor looks like. Front. I think that's the front. Here's what the armor looks like. Back. This thing can move up and down. Oh, here's also what it looks like from the side and from the other side. Anyways, putting this down. Taking this and put it right here. Putting them on is this just literally, there's just the peg there, and you just put it onto the shoulder here where the hole is, and then you just slide it on like that. See, it just slides right on, whatever. Now you got slightly upgraded Shockwave. Here, let's take a closer look. Next thing to take off, the snowshoes. Let me pull this a bit closer now that we're done with that. Here we go. Fear me. Now he's up head height. That's actually kind of cool. Did not think of this while making the video. Let me pull him a bit closer right here. This is the first time I've done this, so forgive me, it's a little bit wibbly wonkily. Okay, now, anyways, take off the snowshoes. Easy peasy. Just wiggle, wiggle. Wait, on. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay, so you could tell that the foot here moves side to side. That's all the foot angle is. Ah, there we go. Just pull. Nice pull. I'm a bit crippled. Anyways, slanted. I meant to say slanted. So there's this. What this thing can do. There's the thing that this thing can do. Yeah, surprise. This thing can do something. I almost forgot to put this out for the feet. Oops. Oh well. But you know, they could fold it out from inside there. Here we go. Feet removed. Yay! Now he's shorter. That's basically what the feet do. They make him 2 inches shorter. See, no more shoes. They peg onto the holes of his feet. See, a little dot right there. You know. Anyways, so the next hard thing to take off, the top. Now, don't force it out. Okay, you want to fold it up and out like that. Same side, same difference. It just pops off right. The moment you pop, the thing about this is the moment you take one thing off, one end off, boop, out comes the other. Now I will do a separate video on how to do a small 5-minute video on how to do the scooter thing, because this brain cannot remember that sort of thing. The instructions, I think the instructions don't tell you. No, they don't. You have to Google it, or you have to look it up online, and I don't have a second phone with me. But I do have the instructions, so in case if I get lost somewhere, I can just simply read it. I prefer to read you the instructions on how to transform this guy. Now, anyways. Okay, big instructions. Let me just set the box aside. Let me set my gaming controller aside. This is also where I play video games and whatnot. Let me push this guy much closer. There we go. Instructions behind him. You can't see the instructions, only I can. Let me move him a bit closer to you. Let me move him back a bit. Now, what's cool about this figure? And same thing with Galactic Man, but instead of a yellow eye, it's a red eye. But cool thing about him is that I don't have a flashlight, but if I did, is that his eye would glow if you do this repeat, or if you like shine a light. I don't know how stop motion people would do this without having their fingers to do this. Boop, 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 boop. But basically the idea is that there's a little part of oh, his eyes are glowing under this exact light. Okay, that's cool. I didn't see that until now. Let me angle it. Let me bend his legs forward a bit. Yeah, there you go. You could see that. The fact that you could see that's good. But now, his eyes turn off. Now, I don't know if it's a shadow thing or whatever, but basically there's a thing on the top of his head that allows light to go through it. And because of the fact that the plastic is clear or whatever, I'm not fully certain how it works, but basically the idea is that it traps that light inside there, and thus it glows. And I don't know how I don't know how to explain that, but the idea is that my mouth is very watery and dry at the same time. The light gets trapped in there, it shines out. Okay, simple, I know. But anyways, here he is, Shockwave, looming over you. You are not an Autobot, are you? And you're definitely not a Decepticon. Okay. Now, what he can do, this arm has the hose attached to it. It can move as far as it can go like that. And it could go way over, a little bit over his head. And that's probably because of the transformation. But it can move up and down like a bird. Has a nice 90 degree or 91 degree bend like that, but it can't go all the way in. It can't go all the way up like that. So it can move back, but not as far. And so it can the entire arm can rotate. Hold on 1 second. It can rotate almost 90 almost 180 as one to say, but it can't rotate any further. No, hold on. Can't rotate any further than that because the hose will eventually get in the way. So let me de-rotate that. That's kind of cool. You can rotate the arm, but the only limit to rotating the arm. Oh, now I got them tangled up and whatnot. There we go, see? But the problem with rotating the arm all 360 degrees is that it likes to go up and over the head whenever I move it. I guess it's just loose there or whatever. I don't know. But without the hose, it can just move as freely as it wants to. It doesn't get in the way or anything like that. Now the wrist loves to rotate. I don't know why. Not the wrist. This part of the arm loves to just spin. It just loves to do that. Now the hose, I'll just leave it hanging for right now. Same thing with the other arm. Now, interesting fact about this, he only has a hand and a hose. Now he has technically other arms that goes onto his shoulder, you know. These are technically considered octopus arms or whatever. I don't know. But this is basically his G1 appearance. Maybe not so much the backpack. Now what the backpack can do is on the back here. There's a little thing that can go up. And then you can bend it like that. Just like that. And you can plug the hose onto his backpack if you want to. Just like that. If you don't want to plug into his arm, you can do that. You can plug in anywhere. But for right now, let's just keep it to the side. Now this is a 20-minute video about a man with one eye. Okay, anyways. Now for the legs. Nice bend of the knee. You can pose them like that. Like he's about to kick you, right? Same with the other foot, or same with the other leg. You can bend at the knee, like he's driving the car. Okay, anyways. It's like a ratchet joint of some sort. It has that nice clucking noise. It can bend all the way back, but as far as the backpack gets in the way, and his foot is just a big foot. Look, it's just a big foot. For a scientist, he has big feet. Not saying that. So, perfect 90-degree angle. Perfect leg movement. It can rotate, you know, twist around and all that. And bend those knee joints. It sounds like my knees when I don't move them as much. They just make a loud popping noise. Now, side of his legs. No, nothing about the side of the legs. Now for the head. It can move side to side. At almost a perfect 306 degrees up until it goes 180 on me. No, it can move 306 degrees. It just gets in the way sometimes. But you see, you can move it like that, just like that. But no, it can't. No, yeah, it can move 360 degrees. Okay, took me a second, but you can move him 360 degrees. His head, that is. A little nugget. Now for the backpack. For transformation, it can just detach like that. Now, for whatever reason, you can have it like go over him like that, like I'm carrying stuff or something. I'm putting stuff in this little basket, my little apples in this basket of mine. La 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 la. Or it could just like that. If it doesn't fall on his head, I guess mine's just a bit loose. But basically, it can go over his head and shoot people if you wanted to do that, I guess. Kind of like Ratchet almost. With his thing goes over his head and shoot. But his is bigger. Oh, mine's bigger. Ha ha. Could also be like that. Not all the way over his head, but just like that. But it has a tendency, as you can see, to just to fall. But that's because it's mostly more meant for transformation. Now this part can, when open properly, it's more meant to just oh gosh, this part scares me because pegs in so well like that. Anyways. There we go. You can open it up like that. And now for transformation. Since I practically have him here like this. So, for what we do for transformation is first we just pop open his big fat chest. Let's first have his arms out, stand relief, straighten out his head, make that thing fall off the platform. Okay. Put this down for just a moment. This can be a little cape thing if you want, by the way. Anyways. Excuse me. Always cover your mouth, folks. You gotta gently remove the chest. Just pull down, nice and soft. His head comes with it, as you can see. You can put it back like that, but it goes all the way down. Now for the head, you want to make sure that it folds down like that onto itself, right? And so you can, from this point onward, just pretend that his head's on like a little shelf, like, oh, where'd my head go? I don't know. It looks a bit weird. You close it back. Make sure his head's nice and snug. And then makes that loud pop noise. So now his head's tucked in there. But, however, you can pretend that, like, oh no, his head's missing. Where did his head go? I don't know. I'm scared. Next thing. Put this up. And remove the hose. Take this is already done. And the next thing to do is to move the shoulders up like this. This is weird. Make sure that the holes are facing that way. Make sure that hole is facing that way. Okay, good. Got it? Got it. His arms are supposed to be rotated like this. Okay, same thing with the other one. Have it both like that, just like that, facing this way. There's a bit of a problem. So there's a bit of an issue here. I don't know how to solve this next part. Huh? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I almost forgot something. So, when you fold this up, this needs to go up and then collapsed into this. So that way, wait. This needs to go this is a bit confusing. There's something that's missing here. Oh, the figure's supposed to be turned this way. Huh. Oh, okay, so it needs to go just like this. Okay, took me a minute, but you need to make sure that it's this part is just past here, like that. And that this part looks like that. Okay, so, or that side looks like that. So you have both of the Decepticon, symbols facing outward like that, okay? It looks confusing at first, but and then you close it right over the arms. Just like that. This has to look like this, or else you got it wrong. Now, technically, you could just have it like this, if you want to where he's just only half transformed, so he could just quickly fire and then transform back, right? I guess, I don't know, do what you will with that. And I dropped something. Now, this next part is rather easy. This has to be facing this way. And now, on the side here, make sure that I always tend to forget this for some reason. But you need to have the wings out. Then, what you do, then you take the side here. Now, I'm almost forgetting to rotate it. But rotate the legs. No, not the entire legs, but just the midsection here and the midsection here, and rotate that. Don't rotate the entire leg. I don't think you can do that anyways. But anyways, these need to be out like that. Now take one leg. Using the fins, I pulled them out just like that. Give me more leverage. They need to look like that now. See? Same thing with the second one. Hold it out all the way. Now, voila. Now those are all out. You push these down to where they look like that. Where now he's a bit shorter. One time when I was transforming this, I completely missed that part, and so I was transforming it. It wasn't even. It wasn't even, and it didn't feel like it was fitting somewhere, and I was confused. I was confused for a spell. Now, flip it like this, and then close those legs together. There should be a little part right there that needs to go into the slot like that. It just lines up just like that. Now up here with a little weird thing. It's interesting. This actually looks like Shockwave's head. Close those. Then you see, so essentially you're supposed to close them both at the same time. Now, the next thing they want you to do, see right there, there's a little slot, so you move it right on top, and there's this little thing that needs to go right into there. So when transforming that, remember that. It needs to go right in there, and it will just, you hear a little, I wouldn't say a click noise, but a little pop noise, because it pops right into place. Sort of. So you got this. Touch this hose. Do not attach it anywhere else but here. I tried it one time touching it to a foot. Took forever to remove it. So don't do that. I had to get a tweezer and just to remove it. One time I even had to use my own teeth. This is the same. Now these are that eye right there, same light fixture or lighting. Now it's optional to have these wings out or wings open. The instructions by the appearance alone, the instructions probably don't want you to know that those things are out. I don't know why. Maybe you can put them down, because when they're down, you can hold on to the gun. And it's a lot pointier with these out. But those are options. You can keep those closed or like that, or you can keep them open. Now, I think they're supposed to be there for like the feet. I'm not certain. Every time I look at the instructions and whatnot, they're not there. I don't know. Maybe they're there for the no, that wouldn't make sense. But they're there. I was going to say maybe they're there for the rocket boost or whatever. Anyways, here's, Shockwave finally got him transformed. Now, for the next part, the interesting part. These things, yay, where did they go and how do you put them on? Flip the instructions over. Oh, I almost forgot something. Right here at the backpack. Remember the backpack? Yep, you can lift it up. Lift up the little thing and you fold it out. What does it do? I guess it just keeps the thing balanced, which is cool. Technically, you don't need it out like that. You can also have it out like this, right? Where it just stands up much taller instead of out flat like this. So yeah, see, notice the height difference there? When I see, look, it's right there. Hey, here's the height difference. Take it out, pop it out. Now it's much higher. Or you can just not have it there at all. So I'm gonna, and now it's just flat on the ground. But that's what it's there for. You pop it out, place it down. I'm gonna have it like this because it's much higher. And then the camera mode, there's not much. Yeah. Now for these things, technically you can have them at any angle, but you gotta have them angled like that. Same thing with the other one. Angle them like, you can either straighten them out or unstraighten them out or have them a weird angle or not. But they want you to have it like that, right? So, it's supposed to technically make a click noise, but I didn't hear any when I transformed this. There's a part that's supposed to snap into, I think, a slot here. But it doesn't do that, or at least I don't think it does. I'm not certain. I think it's supposed to, but then again, this is nice and snug already. This is why we have the wings out, because they want you to have the little fin out. You can have it like this, you can have it like that. Don't matter. You cannot have it out. You could just put it back in if you want to, but I'm going to keep it out just to show you guys what it looks like together. So, first thing they want you to do is with these things, after you get them in the right position, you decide which one's the right angle. No, yeah, this one. This one, you have to look carefully which one's the left one and which one's the right one. Tuck the feet in like that, by the way. So this is what it looks like from behind. Yep. But slap them in just like that. Now from the front, this is what it looks like. Now what I do for the hose, because it looks kind of weird just at that angle, is that there's a little thing right there that you can tuck the hose behind it as much as you can. And voila. Oh, wait, hold on. And then voila. See, there's the hose now. Now it's not in the way. Or, no, that's the only way to hide it. I was hoping that there was another way to hide it. But no, there's not another way to hide it. And it doesn't want to stay on. It wants to... Okay. That's just one way to put it there. Or if you don't want to hide it, or just want it in the way or whatever, fine, that's your option. Now for these things, they want you to there's a certain way. Yeah, okay. See there, the hole there, and then there's a smaller hole right here. Or there's a smaller hole on the other side. They want you to line them up to one of these two holes. I'll find out which hole in a second. Now let's see. This one is to go to this one. So this hole goes here, and that little hole goes right there. And just stays right on, just like that. Right? Same thing, same verse. Same song, second verse, or whatever. There you go. You have to be careful when taking them off because it's a small little pig on the big thing. This is what it looks like. Oh. Can I? Yeah, this is what it looks like from a distance. I'll bring it up to you. See there? There he is. There's Shockwave. Yeah. Let me put that up a little bit. There he goes. Woo. See there? You can play with it. And in comparison with the gray one, like that. Oh, you noticed that I forgot. Yes, I did forget the this part. This one is a pain in the butt because, and the hose just got loose, but oh well. There's a slot right. You can barely see it because this entire thing is purple, but there's a slot right there. And so you need to have it straightened out. With these things, okay, yeah, okay. With this thing, it needs to look exactly like this. These are a little flimsy, but on this side and that side. Now, taking this out of the way, putting this back up on here. Giant spaceship. It honestly looks like the Nemesis a little bit. Maybe you can maybe swap some pieces here and there and make it the Nemesis or not. But you know, okay, so this needs to go over the front. Now you could do this first, or you could do this second or last or whatever. After you do these pieces, I probably recommend to do this first and then these pieces. Anyways. But you pop it in like that. Now I don't know why there's a peg there, but there's no peg. There's no hole for this here. But anyways, put this little thing, the little landing gear, out of the way. I'll probably put that up here in a second. Now, this is the part where you need to pay attention. There's a hole right there, and there's a little peg that lines up with it as well. Make sure that those are lined up on each side. Those are what is going to help you with this a lot. See there. Okay, and then you have to line up the pegs with this. Not so much line up the little blasters on the top here. But line that up here. Nice pop sound, because that just means that it's put into place. Do the same with the other one. Nice pop sound. And then that's when these two, they line up perfectly to where you could just squeeze them together. You gotta mess with them for a bit. They're not gonna go nice and snug in, but the gray one does it a whole lot better than the purple one. But it ends up looking like this. See there? That's how it's done. There's the top. There's everything else. It sits nicely. This also sits nicely. This is basically what it looks like without all this stuff. Well, the section of the front part. This is what it looks like without all that, with all the stuff, but now with less stuff. Yay! There's actually, now I noticed there's a little square peg right behind the blue peg. So the big round peg that's also supposed to go into the leg. So yeah, keep that out. An eye out, because that's when you know that's the right angle, and it's also facing the right side. There we go. Yes. Okay. This is Shockwave. And this is also Shockwave, but scary looking. Duh. I did not put the little pieces on there because I would just show you in another video that you could swap the parts, and in another video that you can, or in the same video where I will show you the scooter and how to make the scooter. I will also show you that you can swap the parts. But just to let you know, yes, you can swap the parts. They look cool, and heck, if you want to, you could just give all the parts to Shockwave. Although you can't give this front piece to Shockwave as well, the purple one. Right? You can give all these to him, but not the front part. And so, pieces aside, move this up more closely, and There they are, side by side. There's Shockwave. Here's his video. Also, take a closer look at the details into this one versus that one. I like them both. But, you know, that's just it. I like them both. You can swap them out for the parts and whatnot. And you can also attach other things to the little holes on the side and all that. It's a nice figure. It's a very nice figure. Purple one Toast does not want to, like, stay in its position. The gray one does. I don't know why. But anyways, this is the end of the video. Leave a like. Comment down which one do you like more, the black and gray one or the purple and purple one. But hey, I really love this figure. I really love the other one as well. What are your thoughts? What are your comments down below? I'd love to hear all of them. I love it if you subscribe, and I definitely love it if you leave a like. It lets me know if you watched it. Not only lets me know if you watched it, but however, yeah, likes are a good thing. Subscribe again, please. Hit that bell if you're interested, I guess. If you wanted to keep up with me, I guess. I don't know. But yes, soon there'll be a part 2 of the Shockwave. Yeah, surprising. That's shocking. There will be a part 2, despite the fact I covered 90% of this figure. I know the Astro Train, I did like 3-part episode, but you know, this is more of a 2-parter episode. Anyways, subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you for watching, and as always, tip of the hat, y'all. Bye bye.